All right. Shalom. First, I'm going to start off by saying all praise, honor, glory due unto Yahweh Shimi Shai. Ba'Shem Rakar Kodash is all praise to who the world calls God in Jesus Christ. The true names in the Hebrew is Yahweh for the Heavenly Father, who the world calls God, and Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Tazabah again with another video, Lord willing, to edify. I'm going to get right into this clip. Get the name of it for you real quick. It says China's jaw-dropping new military weaponry. I'm going to just get right into the video. Lord willing, it's edifying, man.
Sarah Montez de Oca joins me now. Amazing timing for the Chinese to start flexing their muscles. Sarah?
Scotty, it's very good timing for them. The growing trade war is already affecting both the United States and China. And while it looked like China's biggest air show was grappling slowing growth amid the U.S. trade war, this did not stop China from showing off some of its latest weapons. Now, this comes at a time where tensions between the two largest economies are extremely high, and it doesn't seem like they'll be backing down either. So the Chinese air show, part of it air show and part of it arms expo, allows China to show their newest weapons developed by Chinese contractors. All new sorts of tech, including a stealth combat drone, is undergoing development, which could one day...
And that's beautiful, man, because that's the scripture speaking, man. This is Joel. Just like, yeah. Three and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I'm strong. And, you know, and this has happened. Because what used to be a country based on textiles and agriculture is now putting all their money and infrastructure into the military complex, building up weaponry, bringing a war, building up weapons of war, and it's all scriptural, man. Because in these last days, this is what they're supposed to be doing. This is showing you the times that are coming, man. The rumors of wars have already been ringing, and it's loud, man. It says, assemble yourselves together, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourself round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And this is when Yahweh Shai and Yahweh is orchestrating this thing, you know, for everybody to come in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which is going to be like the Persian Gulf. You know, everybody's going to meet over there in the Middle East to go to war, man. But these are just, this is the amping up of the beginning of those things, and it's going faster and faster.
Be for sale to other countries. Now, China's drone sales have soared to the Middle East, given their lower prices and without political conditions compared to American drones. During the air show, China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation presented a new type of anti-ship ballistic missile. Codenamed CM-401, the weapon system can be launched by either land or sea and is intended for rapid and precision strikes against medium-sized ships, naval task force, and offshore facilities. It has the potential to destroy a vessel with just one hit. And because of its hypersonic velocity, it makes it almost impossible to intercept. Now, this could perhaps raise tensions even higher that already exist between China's military and the U.S. Navy. And Australia.
Hey, that's what's going to happen, man. Because now you have these heathen using Esau's sword, because that was his blessing. Esau, the so-called white people's blessing, is the sword. Instruments of killing, man. Going back to Genesis, the 25th chapter, I believe it's the 27th chapter, where he was told that he would rule by the sword, man. You know, that's his blessing. That's what he does. So now all these heathen are taking up weapons, and it's not looking so good for him. This is let's see if this is the right one. No, I'm gonna get this one first. Ezekiel 21. Start at 11. It says, and he hath given it to be, verse 10, verse 9, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. A sword is an instrument for killing. So when you sharpen and you furbish it, you make it right, you make it perfect, you make it fit for the battle, man, because you can't go into battle with a dull sword. It has to be able to cut. That means the edge of that sword has to be so sharp and so on point that when it hits something else, man, it can still keep an edge. It says, it is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is also furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as a very tree, man. So when all these things are coming to pass, all these nations out here are getting weaponry that can nuke this world 10 times over. Should you be partying and living it up? Should you be thinking about fucking Christmas, going to hang out with your goddamn family, all that bullshit? Should you really be thinking about that? Or should you be fucking thinking about, man, what kind of destruction is about to come? You know? Should you make mirth? Should you be happy, man? Should you really be in that joyous spirit? Because right now, man, we're coming into the heathen day time, man, where they're going to be sitting there celebrating Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, all this shit. They're going to be celebrating the killing of Yahushua himself, man. And they're going to be happy about this. So while these people are making mirth, are they really thinking about it? Because the scriptures tell you that it's better to go to the house of mourning than the house of mirth, man. Verse 12. It says, no, you know what? That's it on that. I'm going to get this one, though. Back in Jeremiah 50. In 13, it says, because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. And this is talking about Babylon. Everyone that goes by Babylon should be astonished. Babylon goes back to Babal, means confusion. The scriptures tell you that this city of confusion is broken down, man. The city of confusion, the place where all confusion happens, is America, man. Homosexuality, transgenderism, people are, this is supposed to be the most prosperous country in the world, but here it is, everybody's hooked on antidepressants, man. So this is that place of confusion. This is where the lines of how things are supposed to be are blurred, and people think that's how it's supposed to be. It says, all that go by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend a bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh. You know, and that's what's going to happen. The Most High is going to make it so all these nations, starting off with Russia, Iran, Turkey, China, you know, and it's going to be the beast, which is going to be all those NATO nations. They're going to sit here and shoot nukes over here to the Americas, man. And you have to have the Lord with you before that happens, man, because before all that happens, man, there's going to be a lot of things. The mark of the beast, man. Last night I had a dream about the mark of the beast, man, where I don't even know where I was, but out of nowhere, I'm recognizing people that I see at work sitting there talking about this thing like it's just it's the new iPhone, man. Sitting there saying the new chip comes out next week, you know, can't wait to get that. That's going to be great. That's what they're saying in my dream. And I literally say, that's the worst fucking thing you can do. And they're so insistent on it, they're asking me questions, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get away from these fucking people. These are the times we're living in, man.
Australia is now getting involved in pushing back on China's influence. Australia's Prime Minister Scott Morrison pledges to spend $1.45 billion on foreign policy. Now, this is to counter China's perceived influence in the region.
Australia's national security and that of the Pacific, they're intertwined. As the 2017 Foreign Policy White Paper made clear when it was identified the Pacific as one of Australia's highest foreign policy priorities.
goes back to what we've been discussing lately with the trade war being between the U.S. and China, and that it's somehow connected to a broader military buildup and a technology arms race. But right now, it's only rhetoric, and China's President Xi Jinping recently paid a visit to its military region, saying that he wants to prepare in case of any emergency. And former commander of the U.S. Army, retired Lieutenant General Ben Hodges, also says that a war between the U.S. and China in 15 years is very much likely.
Sarah, I find it very curious.
Bullshit, man, because it's not going to be 15 years. It's going to be way sooner, man. That's why people say they putting off the day of the Lord, man. That's what they do in this world. They put it to the side and they fucking hope in this hopeless ass place, man. You know, the scriptures talk about the children of Israel. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, this is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereupon if a man lean, it will go into his hand, and it pierce it. So Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So they're trusting in a place that's only gonna hurt them. This world, man. There's no profit in this world. There's nothing to sit here and trust in it. You know, that's this world. So they think this thing is going to go on forever, man. It's not. The day of the Lord is coming, man. This is Zephaniah. You know, these wars are going to pop off real soon, man. There's going to be a draft. You women are going to be out here fucking ass out. All you proud motherfuckers, you're going to get your licks, man, in this day, man. This is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Does that sound like 15 years? All this tension and turmoil in the world. You know, the apostles been preaching for 30 years, man. 30 years plus. You think this shit's going to go on forever, man? The Lord's put out men out here to tell you what these churches weren't telling you. You think this shit's going to go on for another fucking 15? The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly, man. Why? Because there's going to be great war, man. There's going to be a war to end our wars, man. With that being said, man, the shit that these other nations and Esau is going to pull out against each other in this time, it's going to be staggering, man. It's going to be heart-wrenching, man. And people are not hard like they used to be, man. Verse 15, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day in distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced city and against the high towers. And what is the fenced city? Babylon, America. This is that fenced city, man, because this place has never been touched, man. This is that place that had the waters for its defense, man. You had to go across whole oceans just to even get here, man. It's verse 17. I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust and their flesh as the dung. And that's how many people are going to die out here, man. Your flesh is going to be poured out. Your blood is going to be poured out like the dust, because if you have some dust in your shoe, what do, man? You just tilt it over and knock that shit out. And that's how blood's going to be out here. And like dung, man, you're just trying to knock that shit off your boot. And that's what it's going to be like in the day of the Lord, man. This shit is happening, man. This is going to be my last precept, man. I'm going to close it out. This is Ezekiel 12. And 22, Son of man, what is the proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? You know? What's she say? 15 years. It's very likely in 15 years. In 15 years is very like, no, man, it's going to be way sooner. Verse 22, verse 23. Tell them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, man. Hey, and this is not only a proverb in Israel, man, but this is a proverb throughout the whole world, man. But saying to them, the days are at hand in the effect of every vision, man. And one of the visions, man, is great war and distress. One of the visions, man, is martial law. One of the visions is the mark of the beast. And the final last vision is this place getting blown off the fucking face of the earth and the new kingdom coming in, which are going to be the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. But Lord willing, this is edifying. This is Brother Tazabah, man. Hey, strap up, man. Strap up, Esau. Do your goddamn thing. You other nations just fucking kill each other, man. This thing is coming to an end, man. Get fucking serious. Shalom.